to the computer. Okay, recording. So Erin's going to start us off. No, we're doing stories first, right? Okay, I'll start with my story and then we'll have some of our newer coaches. Nicole will have you go after me, and then Brittany. They are newer coaches on our team, and this is their first time sharing on a call like this. So we're super excited. And I know they're probably a little nervous, but we're all family here, so don't worry too much. I'm Brenda Kimber. I've been a coach for 7.5 years, which is bananas. Seriously can't even think about that. But when coaching found me, a friend from high school reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm doing this new fitness stuff. And I'd always been the girl who liked fitness. Like I liked to work out, but sometimes I struggled to be consistent, you know, and like I would do home videos or I'd go to the gym or I would go a few weeks without, but I liked working out and she knew that. So she's like, hey, you should coach. And I was like, nah, I'm too busy. I don't even really know what you're talking about. So I told her no, like 3 or 4 times, but she was pretty persistent. And then she finally told me that it was from Beachbody, which if you're not familiar is a company that did P90X and Insanity. And I was like, oh, I've heard of those workouts. Like I know they're hard and like people got awesome results. Okay. And then she told me that she was like making money from home doing coaching and she was only working an hour or 2 a day around her kids' schedules. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I want to check this out. Because at the time, my husband had a great job. We were able to pay for all our bills and stuff, but we didn't have any extra. Like I couldn't buy clothes for myself. If I wanted to get my hair cut, we had to wait like 3 or 4 paychecks to make it work out. And I was just like, you know what? Like I just want to pay for my haircut when I want my haircut, or a date night. Like we didn't have any money for a date night or a babysitter or anything like that. So I was like, what if I just made enough to pay for like a date night or my hair? That would be amazing. So that's kind of why I started. But coaching has been a huge blessing in so many ways. Yes, I have the income that it's actually more than I expected, and it's going to continue to grow. But the community of women that I have gained from being a coach has been incredible. So many of these women here today, I would not know if it weren't for coaching, and they feel like family to me. We talk a lot. We get together every once in a while for our Beachbody events that are live. And we just have so much fun together, cheering each other on. And it's like a safe place for you to dream big and grow yourself in ways that sometimes it doesn't feel safe, like around family or friends that have known you forever. Like it's just a totally different kind of community. And then the personal development that you have to do as a coach also has completely changed my outlook on life. I used to be that person where I wasn't one of the lucky people. I was never going to have any money. Like average was what I was born into, and that's what I was going to be for the rest of my life. And I just needed to be happy with what I had. I was not generous. I couldn't be generous because I just felt like what I had was all I was going to get, and I couldn't share that with other people. And it's kind of like a negative mindset too. Like I was always a Debbie Downer, like always thinking as a realist, but really I was a pessimist. So having that mindset shift has been life-changing for not just me, but for my whole family. So I'm super grateful for that too. So that's kind of my story with coaching. And I'll let Nicole share her piece too.
All right, I am Nicole Stark. I have been a coach I just hit my year mark, and but my history with Beachbody goes back way farther than that. I started Beachbody clear back when Beachbody was still on DVDs with like Turbo Jam and Insanity, and was on infomercials late at night. And I kind of got stuck when I had my first, he's 19 now. So I kind of gained a lot of weight and was in really, really bad depression for a long time with him. And I was like up at night nursing. And that's when I found Beachbody and was like, hey, I'm going to try this. So I ordered Turbo Jam clear back in the day. I still have it on DVDs and pop it. It's funny now to like be able to pull it up and not have it on DVD. But I lost my first 30 pounds. And I was like, yes, I'm so excited. And I was doing so much better. But I kind of just fell off for a long time because you can only do the same workout program so many times in a row, right? So then Insanity came, and my husband and I decided to try that out, and we got our butts kicked with Shanti. And so anyway, I kind of through the years have just kind of loved Beachbody products. And I was trying to remember when I was like kind of thinking about what I wanted to say, how long ago Brenna contacted me. And I want to say it was probably like 6 or 7 years ago. This girl on Facebook contacted me and out of the blue and was just like, hey, do you want to come do this? I see that you work out. And I was like, I don't even know who you are really. And the only reason I friended you is because we have mutual friends and we went to the same high school. And I was just like, so thank goodness I actually like read through her message and was like, okay, I'll try this. I don't have a lot of friends. Oh, sorry. I don't have a lot of friends that work out. Let's see what this is about. So I joined her group with her and I started drinking Shakeology, and it was amazing because I had friends and ladies who were in this group with me, and we were cheering each other on, and I was doing really well with my fitness, and I kind of was like starting to get into this really good mindset of like getting my family involved, and it became something really cool. And then life hit me upside the head like it always does, right? And we were going to buy a house, so we were moving. All these things, different things happened, and before I knew it, like workouts got pushed to the wayside again. And 2 years later, and packing on about 60 pounds, I was not happy at all. And Brenna, sweet Brenna, I love her to death. She just kept nagging at me, Nicole, hey, are you ready to come back? And I'm like, oh, would you go away? And I don't know how many times I ghosted her and was just like, oh my gosh, Brenna, go away. And finally, she was just like, Nicole, are you ready? And I was finally ready. Thank goodness I was finally ready. And so a little over a year ago, it was last August, COVID hit me upside the head like it hit everybody else. And I had looked at pictures from our camping trip. And I think that's what finally, like soon after that, Brenna messaged me and was like, hey, you ready again? And I was like, oh, yes, I am. Because I looked at myself in those pictures and I thought, I cannot live like this. I am miserable. I'm not happy. I'm eating my feelings. And so I started on fitness again. And I was so happy because I knew that that was the answer and that's what was missing. And making time for myself again was what I was missing. So I started with MBF. I started with MBFA. I did 2 rounds and I started dropping all the weight really fast. And I was so excited. And I knew I just needed to stick with it. And so soon after that is when Brenna started nagging me again, saying, hey, you want to be a coach? And I was like, oh my gosh, Brenna, would you knock it off? I'm not ready to do that. And sweet Brenna, she just keeps asking. And I'm so thankful all the time for her because really, I still work full time. I'm not like Katie. I'm not like Brenna. I'm not like some of the other girls that can do this full time right now. And that's okay because I fit it in still in the cracks of what I'm doing. But it's pushed what I do to the next level, being able to have not just the group of friends in our bod groups, but being able to have this big coaching group of girls is like, it's like having your little dream niche of women that you've always wanted to have around you that are into the same things and you can share the same things, but it's all about fitness and becoming better and doing better and doing all those vital behaviors that we do in coaching, like personal development and inviting and being proof the product works. It's all this whole package that makes you a better person. And it's amazing. I love being a part of this because I didn't realize how much I missed it until I was part of something bigger than myself. So Brenna kind of wanted me to share how I fit it in. And I still work full time, like I said. And so it kind of is just like little bits and pieces of my day. So when I get off work, I have like a half-hour break before I have to go get my son from school. So as I'm sitting in like the carpool lane, I pull up my phone and start going through stuff, messaging people, inviting people there. It's just little like increments as I'm like stirring, making dinner. Sometimes I'm listening to my personal development. Then it's just kind of like 10-15 minutes throughout my day. And I haven't been able to do it as much as I've wanted to lately. Work's been really stressful and this whole last month has been crazy. And that's the great thing about coaching is that you don't have to necessarily have big blocks of time, it can fit easily in your day. And it's still bringing joy and happiness, and I'm still able to share what I'm doing with others and still bring them in. And it's just been such a blessing to me and making me like that person I've always wanted to be and making myself so much better. And it's awesome now because in the last year and a half, I've lost 62 pounds. I feel amazing. And I am so happy that I finally keep saying yes to Brenna. So I don't know what else to share right now, but those are the things that kind of just pop into my head. So
great. So great. Thank you. Brittany, do you want to share your story?
Sure. So Erin messaged me a couple of times and I turned her down, and she had messaged me and I was going through a lot. My son was sick. We didn't know what was exactly going on. So, and I also had just had my Ace, my son. And so I was dealing with postpartum depression, and I was just so deep in everything, stress and whatever else. And she had messaged me and I was just like, I don't look the part. Like, I just had a baby, and, I'm sitting there thinking, I don't have time. Like, I'm depressed, and I mean, there's this whole list of stuff that I could have thought of to say no, but it just sat there and just kept like nagging at me, like, those little feelings that they just don't go away, like, do this, do this, do this. And so I was laying in bed and I was just like, I'm going to message her and say yes before I change my mind. I don't know why, because I'm an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. I don't put myself out in social media. I'm very private, but for some reason I just had that nagging feeling to just do it, and I've been a stay-at-home mom for 3 years, and you kind of get lost in like the day-to-day tasks and you don't really focus on yourself, And so I said yes, and it's been like the greatest blessing just because of like the personal development part, especially for me. I've grown so much just from that. Like, I can't tell you how happy I am because I feel it, because I was just so depressed before, It's truly like helped me come out of my shell, because I don't really care what people think about me anymore either. Sorry. Because I used to live my life like how I thought other people wanted me to be, I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, just the personal development has helped me a ton. I've done Beachbody for probably the last 7 years, but this is the first program I just did, 645, that I've actually finished all the way through. I never missed a day, and I can't tell you how proud you feel when you do that, And just being a coach like made me accountable. Gosh, I don't know why I'm crying. Like, but yeah, it's been the best thing that I've ever said yes to. And I can't wait to meet all of you in person. Like, I haven't met any of you guys in person, but I just love the community, and everybody's just so welcoming, and we're all striving for something greater, and I can't say enough good things about it. So thank you, Erin, for saying, hey, keep, you know, keep asking people. I mean, it's so hard for me to step out of my box, but then I'm like, Erin asked me so many times and I ghosted her. And like you said, Nicole, like, you're just like, leave me alone. I'm not ready for this. But it's just like, you get those nagging feelings. And obviously I had that for a reason, um, I don't know. I'm stronger mentally and physically than I've ever been in the last 37 years of my life. And I can't be more appreciative towards you guys and everything that it has given me. So I could ramble on forever, but I'm just gonna ramble because I'm so nervous. Like, I'm literally shaking. I'm not a public speaker. Is there anything else I can I'm missing out on here.
Brittany, you are awesome. Thank you so much. No, I think that was perfect. I love, that's really what I have seen the most is you coming out of your shell, and you were so nervous about what other people thought. Oh, people are saying stuff. And just over the last couple of months, you're like, I don't care. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they think, because this is what I love to do. And just that strength and that confidence to watch you learn and grow through that is amazing. You're just becoming the person you've always wanted to be. And I love seeing that. So thank you so much for sharing your story. You're amazing. I am Erin Boyer. I have been a coach for 7 years. And I'm going to tell a little bit about my story. I'm going to tell a little bit how Beachbody got started, and then a few things of what we do as coaches. And then I'll turn the time over. So I have been a coach for 7 years. I was actually a personal trainer and fitness instructor at a gym for a very long time. It was like 12 years or something. And I just felt like I was a hamster on a wheel. I had 3 little kids, and we were super strapped with money. I had to work every extra minute I could. I had to sub every extra class that I got asked, because we were financially strapped. My husband was working 2 jobs, and I started following this lady on Facebook. I live in Utah. She lives in Ohio. So I don't even know how we came across each other. Anyway, she reached out to me randomly and said, hey, I see you're a personal trainer. Have you ever thought about being a coach? And I was like, okay, my husband's working 2 jobs. I have 3 small kids. I'm working every extra second I can. There is no way I could do this. Like, I do not have the time. And so I told her no. Several times, told her no. And then she's like, well, we have this what is coaching thing. Do you just want to check it out? And so I was like, okay. So I checked it out. And as people were talking, I was like, okay, I think I could do this. But I was not a Facebook person. I was not a social media person. I had less than 200 people on Facebook. I did not have an Instagram account. And I talked to my husband about it, and he was like, just do it. Why not? Like, if anything, what are you out? Like, if anything, you can use those moves from those DVDs in your classes at the gym. And I was like, okay, done. I can do it. Plus there's a 30-day money back guarantee, right? Like, okay, I'll do it. So I jump in, and I'm like, okay, if I'm going to try this, I'm really going to try it. 2 feet. Here we go. And I was able to earn over $300 that first month. My goal was to earn $160, because that's what I needed to sign up to get everything that I needed to be proof that the product works. And I made $150 more than that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to work. Like, I can pay for my son skiing with this money. I can pay for an extra tank of gas with this money. Like, I was like, if I can do this month, how much could I do next month? How many more people can I help? And so I was like, here we go. Like, let's do this. I was super pumped. I was super encouraged. My confidence was building. And I was helping not only people from my little gym in my small town, but I was helping people from all over. I have a coach here from Canada, from all over the US, France, UK, all of that, which is so great. So I just hit the ground running and kept doing it in the cracks of my day, because I was working 6 to 7 hours a day, plus nap time and schools and carpools and all the things that moms do, right? And so I would get up a little bit earlier. I would do it during nap time after my kids went to bed. And then I was able to start like not having as many clients, because I was making more money with coaching, and I didn't have to go back to work on Tuesday nights. And I cannot tell you how freeing that felt, because going back to work every single night and having my husband put my kids to bed without me, and me coming home and the lights basically being out, was so hard. So I was like, okay, like, I can do this. My goal was to be a stay-at-home working mom. I just wanted to be at home with my kids. So after 10 months, I was making double the amount as a coach that I was at the gym. And after those 10 months, on the very last day of school, I walked in and I turned in my 2 weeks, and that was going to be the first summer that I was able to spend with my kids without me having to take them to daycare, without me having to go to work. I was able to be at home and have a great summer with my kids. And it was unreal. I just couldn't believe it. So after that, I've just been coaching. We still have to work hard. We still have to do all the hard things, but I can't tell you what a blessing it is that I get to be home and be here for my kids and take them and do the things that I didn't get to do when they were younger. I feel like I get to be the mom I've always wanted to be, and I'm so grateful for that opportunity. Okay, so how Beachbody got started. So in 1998, that's when it started. And they had an ab workout and it was an infomercial. And that's how they started this company. And people who were doing this ab workout, they were reaching out and they're like, do you guys have a referral program? Like, how we have like all these people who are interested. We've seen results. We want to share it with our friends. Do you have a referral program? And so that is how the whole coaching world started, is because they wanted to give commission. They wanted to compensate those who were sharing the program. And so that's how the coaching world got started. And it's been super successful ever since for 23 years, which is incredible. More than that, my math is wrong, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Anyway, and so a few things that we do as coaches, it is so simple. So we first take care of ourselves, which is we do the workouts, we drink Shakeology, we enjoy the benefits, we take care of ourselves, number one. Number two, we share it with others. We invite those around us to join us and to get to be healthier. Most everybody that I know wants to be healthier. Whether they're ready or not right now is a different story, but in the long run, everybody wants to be healthier. It's just whether they're ready to make that commitment. And then we form groups and we do it together as a community. We cheer each other on. We're each other's cheerleaders. We push through. And then we also read personal development, which is what Brittany talked about so much. And personal development is huge as coaches. It helps build our confidence. It helps us become better people, turn into the people that we want to be. And it's so great. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would like it as much as I do. But if I don't listen to something every single day, it feels like something is missing. And just that extra boost of self-confidence is so helpful to always learn and to grow and to strive to be better. So Brenda, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about how we earn money and the income side works, and then Katie will finish this off. So just a few more minutes if you can hang with us. The first way you're going to make income when you sign up is through commission. So Beachbody has a 25 to 40% commission rate on all our products. And the great thing about us is we have a lot of solutions to offer people for their problems. One of our best tools is Beachbody on Demand. So our workouts no longer come on DVD, but we have Beachbody on Demand, which works a lot like Netflix, but it's all of our workout programs. And we have some really amazing supplements. Shakeology, which has been mentioned already, is our superfood nutrition shake. It's organic, it's top of the line, super high quality, literally nothing else like it on the market. And then we have pre-workout, we have post-workout, we have creatine, we have a fiber boost supplement, we have a whole bunch of things. I'm not even going to name them all. And we have nutrition programs. So you can't get results just through workouts. And that's what I love personally about Beachbody, because I was the girl who worked out but never ate right. And so I never lost any weight or like looked like the person that worked out. So I loved that they combined nutrition too, and they teach people clean eating and how to eat in good like portions and ratios and all that stuff. And we have total solution packs, which combine all the necessary tools into one amazing bundle. And it's a killer deal. It's discounted. It's like the most amazing thing we can offer anyone. And you get a 25 to 40% commission on all of that stuff. We have a brand new bike out that you can commission on that. We have workout clothes, and we have new live classes too that you can also get commission from. So really great opportunity. There's no cap on commission. You can literally turn around and offer as many of those solutions to as many people as you want, and there's no cap to how much you can earn. There's also no minimum. So if you don't have a lot of people sign up and right off the bat, that's not a problem either, because there's no sales minimums. The second way we earn income is through a team cycle bonus opportunity. So that happens when you start to build a team. So you can sign up coaches underneath you, or you can also sign up preferred customers underneath you. That will help to build your team, and any products that those people order or products that those people share with their friends and family will build into a cycle bonus. And I'm not going to go into like the actual details and metrics, because you don't need to know that. But what you do need to know is the more people you help and the bigger your team is, the more that bonus is going to be. And that's where you build residual income. This is income that can slowly build over time. This isn't something that's going to be there for you right off the bat, but this is something that you can build to a really substantial income over time. And that part will continue to roll in as long as your account is open. So commissions are anywhere, the team cycle bonus is anywhere from $14 to $12,000 in a single week, depending on your rank and how big your team is and how many people you help. It's all contingent on your efforts and skills and diligence, but it's there. The potential is there. And I love that the income potential is so great, because in traditional jobs, like there's a salary cap. No matter how good you are, no matter how many hours you put in, you're only going to be able to get to that level. And that's the ceiling. That's as far as you can go. But in Beachbody, there's not that ceiling, and it really can be as much as you want to work for and how long you want to stick this out and really help as many people as you can. We have a couple other bonus structures as well that come along, but those are a little bit farther down the line. You have to be certain ranks for those, but again, those are pretty lucrative as well. We have a quarterly bonus. It's kind of like a company share bonus. So Beachbody takes 2% of their earnings every single quarter, and they split it up between the coaches that have those certain ranks and qualifications that you have to have. But that's a really awesome opportunity as well. So those are some ways that you can earn income through Beachbody. And you can be the mom who just wants to pay for her own shakes and a date night, like I was when I first started. But now I'm to the point where now, like, I want a full-time income. I want to help my kids pay for college. I want to travel. Like, my dreams are much bigger than when I started. And you'll probably find that too as you sign up and go along. So I'm going to turn the time over to Katie. She's going to finish us out. And if you guys have any questions, you can put them in the chat or save them for your coach after this.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. My name is Katie Barrera. I'm getting over a cold, so sorry, my voice might be cutting out a little bit, but I have been a coach for 5 years. During those 5 years, we've moved probably 7 times. I don't know. I've lost count, like back and forth across the country. I have 4 kids. I'm pregnant with my 5th. So I was a coach. I started as a coach right after my 3rd baby. And that's when Brenna contacted me, and she invited me to her group and was like, hey, I'm doing this like clean eating group. Do you want to come join us? And I was like, no. I was really deep in postpartum depression and in denial about it, and just kind of in zombie survival mode that I think a lot of us have experience with and know what that's like. And I told her, I'm like, the last thing I can think about right now is my food. Like, I'm just trying to survive the day, and binging on my ice cream every night is like the one little gift I give myself. And so I told her no. And she is so amazing and followed up with me again and was like, hey, just come do this with me. I think you'll love it. And like, there's that voice like in the back of your head that you're like, okay, I know I need to do this. And I know it's going to make me feel better. And that voice just kind of was yelling at me. So it's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So I just did a free 5-day group with her at first. And just by changing a few simple things, I felt so much better. And I just could kind of feel that fog lifting. I'm like, okay, I see you, like, what do you got? And so she told me about her full accountability groups and these amazing 30-minute workouts that you could do at home, about these super simple meal plans with these little colorful containers that told you exactly what and how much to eat. And this incredible shake that was for really busy moms that had a hard time eating healthy and just needed a quick healthy snack or a meal. And I was like, well, I hate working out and I just hate eating healthy, but I know that like I got to do this. And if I can do it in 30 minutes, and if I have a plan laid out for me that I don't even have to think about, I'm not like trying to scroll Pinterest and figure it out on my own. Like, okay, like I think I can do this. And we had like zero money in our account, like zero. So I had a really vulnerable conversation with my husband that I'd never really had before, and told him how awful I was feeling, physically, mentally, emotionally. Like I opened up to him and helped him see, like, I hated the girl that I saw in the mirror every day. I was exhausted. I just felt like that deflated balloon, and how I just felt. So there was some part of me that just felt that this was going to be the thing that was going to help me, that I needed this. And he's just a really amazing husband, and was like, okay, like we'll figure it out. Like we'll put it on the credit card and we'll pray it goes through. And like, there's a money back guarantee. So if you hate it, like we can get our money back. So I said yes. I joined her challenge group and completed 21 Day Fix Extreme, which is a 3-week program. And I'd never completed a workout program before. And after those 3 weeks, I felt literally like a new woman. I loved Shakeology. I loved the way that it made me feel. I love that it was just something super quick and easy, and it tasted like I got my chocolate fix for the day and I wasn't craving that ice cream at night. So I did another round, and in 6 weeks, I lost 20 pounds. And like, I'm only 5'3", like I'm a small person. And so 20 pounds was huge. And I just felt this new energy. I felt alive. I felt kind of like that fog lifted, like, oh, like there she is. There is that girl that's been hiding under the shelf for so long. And it wasn't necessarily about the weight. It was the weight of everything else that this gave me. And I felt great. And so I told Brenna, like, I don't know what this is, but you cannot let me fall off, because I've never done this before. And I know if I'm left on my own, I'm not going to stick with it. So you cannot give up on me. And she was like, you need to coach. Like, have you ever thought about it? And you can, earn money from home, because I told her, again, we were totally broke. I'm like, how on earth am I going to afford Shakeology every month? I know I need it in my life. And she's like, girl, you need to come coach. And I didn't even like realize that I could do that. And of course I had all of those doubts in my mind, like, what is Susie from high school going to think? And this is going to be weird. The only thing I post on social media is pictures of my kids, because I'm hiding. So that's going to be weird that all of a sudden I'm posting on social media and I'd have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm still like trying to get my own groove and my own routine going. Like, I don't know how this is going to work, but I just knew, and I didn't want to lose that community. And I didn't want to lose that girl that had started to come back alive. And so I just went for it. And I just said, you know what, who cares what she thinks? Who cares what Susie from high school thinks? Like, she's not living my life. She's not paying my bills. She's not sitting with me in my bed at night feeling lonely. So I went for it. And it's been such an amazing journey. And like so many others have said, like, that aspect of personal growth, of opening up your mind to really creating the future that you want through your thoughts and your beliefs and your big goals and dreams, and knowing that you can have big goals and dreams, even as a mom. Like, just because you're a mom doesn't mean that you have to be a martyr and give up everything that is you as well. And then just these amazing women that we get to do life with. I've never had a community of women like this that are always just supportive and pushing me to be my best self. And I'm so grateful for that. So when I first started, we were living on food stamps, and there were days where I had to take food off of the conveyor belt and put it back because our food stamps wouldn't cover it. Our water was being shut off. Our car insurance was being canceled. Like, we were not in a situation that I ever thought that I would be in. But, now because of the gift of coaching, we are paying off debt. We're able to have all of my kids in sports, which was just not a possibility before. And I'm just so grateful, to have that income from home that I'm able to do. Like I was talking before we started, like, while I'm driving all my kids to all the activities and doing all the things, just in those little cracks of my day, and not having it be something that's like stressful to me, but it's truly fulfilling to share this gift with other women, because I know how much it's changed my life. So I really want you to think about, really picture what your life is going to be like in 6 months from now. What does that vision look like? In 6 months from now, are you still telling yourself that you're going to start working out on Monday? Are you still like tugging at your clothes because they're too tight? Are you still like not loving the girl that you see in the mirror? Are you still feeling overwhelmed and stressed and lonely and craving a community that has conversations about big goals and becoming better? Are you still going to bed with a pit in your stomach because you don't know how to pay the bills? Are you still saying someday we'll go on vacation, or someday we'll get a new car, or someday we'll redo the kitchen? Are you still fighting those food addictions? Are you still just struggling with your routine and falling off? Or are you willing to take a chance on what your future could be if you took a chance on yourself? And in 6 months, are you going to be so proud of finishing your very first workout program and seeing those incredible results? Are you going to just be proud of that woman that you see in the mirror and the progress that she's made? Are you going to see that vision that you have for your life starting to actually happen? Are you teaching your kids about healthy foods and just feeling good, eating better, having better digestion, sleeping better, having energy again, and not feeling like zombie mode anymore? Are you having fun in your fitness routine and just enjoying your day? Again, proud of that progress you've made. Maybe you're planning a vacation. So really just envision what that future is going to be like in 6 months. And what are you going to do today to help bring that about? This has been such an incredible platform for me to bring out my big goals and my big visions that I've had for my life that I didn't feel I had a way to do before. This has been the platform that's allowed me to have that life I've always wanted. So are you willing to take a chance on that vision of your future? We really want women on our team that are positive and driven and willing to make a few sacrifices now, to work hard and band together and support each other. We are a really fun group of girls. I love that we always are having dance parties and we're hanging out whenever we can. Like, we are fun. We have a lot of energy, and just so grateful for this community. So we would love to have more energetic, hardworking women who have big goals and big dreams and have belief in themselves and are ready to grow into the woman that can accomplish those. So we have all of the coach training that you need. So you don't need to know anything. Don't worry. Like, we've got you. We've got full training for you. We've got an amazing online community with all of our team where we share and we just help and lift each other. We have some bonuses when you sign up as a coach. You actually get some extra promo codes to help out some of your new friends and family get started with you as well, to be your accountability partners on your fitness journey. So talk to your coach about those. And if you have questions, again, just feel free to reach out to any of us. We are a total open book. We love to share all of the nitty gritty. Nothing is off limits. So be sure to ask. Thank you for taking this time to be with us. We really appreciate you. And we can't wait to see you in our team page.